Hi guys, it's Brad here, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. When life gets hard and I get burned out, I always return to worms. The first thing was me drawing all my warrior cat characters as worms, and then I started this clan gen, and now I'm back 5 months later. Yeah. But I've kind of been like inspired more by like royalty show, like TV shows. You know, I imagine Littlesprout looking up into the clouds and her just seeing the equivalent to TikTok videos, and her just being, I don't know. So she went back to a time where warrior cat clans were run like this. I don't know. This is just also history nerds. I'm sorry, I'm butchering everything, but this is just my own fantasy royalty system. So I'm taking the worm clan, and you can still think of them as worms. I still think of them as worms, but I also like to think of them as cats and also people. One day I want to draw the characters, but like as a worm, as a cat, and as a person. So yeah, I'm going to give a little recap. Everything's pretty much the same, so if you're interested in this type of, I don't know, plot, go back and watch the first worm year 1 and 2, because it's a really good build up. The only thing I've changed is that instead of warriors, they're going to be sir or knight worms. You know, knights where they go out and they protect. And then the ladies, instead of like, I think before we had scouts, I'm going to have them be ladies. And that's like cats that are either children to the king or queen, or they come in and they're friends with the king and queen, potential like mates for the prince and princesses as we go on. Caretakers are still the same, and then villagers. So villagers are like the rogues and loners we take in until they kind of have a spot, if they want to be a knight or if they end up being like a lady. So yeah, let's go ahead. I actually have the notes for year 3. I sadly don't have the game footage, although I think I did it on stream. So get comfy, and you know, I'm gonna make these videos for the people who like to listen to something in the background while you're working on art or gaming or whatever. So yeah, go get comfy, because here is year 3 of the Worm Clan / Kingdom. Alright, we're gonna start with King Dirt. So King Dirt appointed his son Prince Twig to be prince when his wife retired. She didn't want to be deputy anymore. She wanted to be elder, so he picked his son to be prince. On a patrol with his son, Prince Spore, they actually were having like a really tense conversation with Snail Clan, which was kind of interesting. He's like teaching him the ways, you know. One day he realizes that he was too harsh on his son Prince Spore, his other like second eldest son, and so he starts to be a little bit nicer to him. He also starts to side-eye some of his younger children, worried that they might be more popular than him. He's a little crazy, but he will remain king until one of his oldest sons has an heir. Because once that happens, then he will retire. He'll appoint his eldest son to be leader, and then his eldest son will pick his heir to be deputy. So that's how I think we're gonna go on going forward. So as of right now, I won't spoil anything yet, but okay, so that's King Dirt. Don't look, don't look. Let's go to Queen Day. I have background music and it's so loud, so I'm gonna turn that down very quickly. Okay, so next we have Queen Day. Beginning of the year, she had her litter, 1 male and 1 female. This was Little Half and Little Bug. This year was really hard with so many deaths. I don't want to spoil it, but she's heartbroken. So yeah, I'm not gonna get into it. And Queen Day has had quite a life. She like was queen and then got like cheated on and then became queen again. Go back and watch her things. She's a lot. So next we have Caretaker Gloom. Okay, so Caretaker Gloom we've had for quite a bit. She was a weird one for sure. One day she was on an herb gathering trip with Borage when they find a dead worm with 2 babies. They bring them back knowing that they would have a greater purpose. But unfortunately she did die by a bird while she was out with Prince Twig. Rest in peace. I think I'm guessing it's, oh, I forgot that they were together. Can't remember the two kids she found, but rest in peace. She, was the worm that liked to have mold on her and like her little raspberry, and she was a good caretaker. So next we have caretaker Borage over here. One outing with her and caretaker Bright, they find a frozen family of worms, bring them back to pay respect. Oh, rest in peace. She crawls over daisies and they stick with her. Like, how cute. Oh, the daisies in the tail is just actually one of the cutest things ever. Next we have Warrior Stone, who is actually Sir Stone because we changed warriors to be knights. Notes. Woke up to spotting a spider run away with a lot of their food in a web. Ah, stinky spider. Spider Kingdom came and try to take some. That's crazy, but he's a master, very experienced, good speaker, fast runner. Has had lots of apprentices. Good job, Sir Stone. Next we have Tunneler Leaf, who, oh, okay. I think Tunneler Leaf, did she die? Where's Tunneler Leaf? No, she's not dead. Hold on, I think she's Lady Leaf now? Yes, oh my god, there she is, Lady Leaf. Woo! So, Lady Leaf sneaks off to meet with another worm, is very, like, dramatic. She meets a worm named Deli that has a friend who's a snake, but also is like, don't hunt them. I think she had like a whole little side quest with like a snake kingdom or something. But one day while she's out, she finds a cat worm named Jester who tells her great stories in return for shelter. And so I actually think that's really cute, and I think we should always just have a little Jester in our kingdom. Do I have any notes for Jester? I do. He has a big crush on Prince Spore, but he was really happy when his relationship with the princess fell apart. Oh no. Ooh, Jester, gosh. Got why Ka feels better, but then he's left mysteriously. I'm guessing he came back. Jester is like drama-filled. That's crazy. Okay, let's go back up to the top. So now we're on to Prince Twig, who, okay, very sad. Prince Twig, he fails in finding his loner crush, which he was trying to look for. So he is forced to be with Warrior Bright, who had been Lady Bright at the time. So that would have made her Princess Bright. His mother retires, so he's made Prince Deputy, and then his maid is Princess, yeah. But he was grabbed by a bird when he was trying to protect Caretaker Gloom, but they both ended up dying. I was really hoping he was going to be the next king. I really, judging Warrior Web, I really liked him. So what that means now is that his brother is Prince Spore now. His original mate was Tunneler Grass, or Lady Grass. But they, like, did not like each other at first. Like, absolutely not. He was like, I really don't like her. She was like, I really don't like him. They break off their relationships. Like, I made them mates, and they broke it off. Okay? And then he, but after he was made prince, because his brother died, he was told he had to find a mate by next moon, or his father would pick one for him. And what's crazy, and what I will spoil a little bit, is that, so he wasn't with anybody, right? But he ended up having one little baby with Warrior Grass, who is now Princess Grass. Let's see. Yeah, Princess Grass and Prince Spore. So the baby looks nothing like them. Part of me really wants to believe that it's not his. But, I mean, I don't know. I guess, you know, there will be those who say it's not. But Littlesprout. Oh my god, I had to name her Littlesprout because she's really cute. And, okay, we'll just go down to her because I really like her. Let's see, where is Littlesprout? Very spoiled, only child energy. Yeah. So if she would have been a boy, then he would have immediately been made leader, and this little baby would have been deputy, like when he came of age. But because it's a girl, They not yet. But oh, stress. Okay, so let's go back up to my notes. So Warrior Bride. Let's see, where are you, Warrior Bride? Oh, did you become? Oh, okay. I remember what happened. So graduated, early in the year, and is made princess because she was with. Can we see the dead? Yeah, show dead. Wasn't she with? Yeah, she was with Prince Twig. And then when he died, she was so sad and she never wanted to be with anyone else. She wanted to become like a medicine cat, like a caretaker. That's what it was. So we all really like Caretaker Bright. We're very sad. She lost her her mate too young, and she could have been our queen, but instead is now sad. Oh, that's so sad. Okay. Now we have Tunneler Grass, who would now be. Oh no. No, wait. Where are you? Oh, Princess Grass. I should change the name in my notes. I forgot to do that. My bad. In the future, it'll have the actual name. So, Tumbler Grass is Princess Grass now. So cute. So she graduated. She was paired with Scout Spore, who would have been Night Spore. Night Spore by King Dirt. Really awkward. She really came off and was like, I don't like you. But eventually gave him another chance, and she later announced that she's with Kits. So, you know, I'm actually gonna go ahead and make them official mates because, you know, they've. It's so funny though that they were like, absolutely not. Does she actually even though? A little bit. Yeah. No. Very cute. Alright, so now we have Sir Moss. Sir Moss, do I have any notes? Graduated, pretty much. So he's he's brother with, family tree. Siblings. The two sisters, so it was like him and his two sisters came in, date with Daisy, and she ended up actually dying with a flood. It was very sad. But both of these actually did end up being mates for the boys, and now he's a knight. So, you know, Dirt was right. It all kind of worked out. Freeze. Sir Freeze. So Sir Freeze could also be our next leader. So if something happens to Prince Spore, this is second on the list. This is this guy. So yeah. Does he have any siblings? He has a lot of siblings. He's really pretty. I don't remember if he had immediate. Maybe. I would have to go back and look, but he technically could become, if something were to happen. Do I have any notes on him? I definitely do. Brings a large amount of prey back with his sister. Oh, okay, so he does. Oh, Warrior Web. Okay, who is now Lady Web? I see that it was those two. They're the second letter. It's coming back to me. When she's out with her brother. Oh no! They managed to get a mangled leg by getting stepped on by a cat? That's rough. Its told her tail would never heal, and she's really sad about it. Feels like a failure. Has a crush on Princess Grass. That's kind of funny. Okay. I thought we were almost up, but we are not. Okay, so next we have Caretaker Pebble. Okay. So, Caretaker Pebble is one of Queen Day and King Dirt's daughters. Graduates and tries to help her older brother. She wants to be a mediator, becomes a very skilled mediator, tries to set her brother up with Jester. Okay, I remember that now. I remember that. Okay, very cute. Very cute. And now we have Little Paw. Oh, Little Paw. Okay, so y'all strap in for Little Paw. Little Paw, we had a lot happen with that. I have Little Big. Oh. No, she died. Oh, it's because she's not in the... How do I look? at the dead, but not in the camp. Oh, I know there's a way. It's like outsiders. Unknown. Yeah, Little Paw. Okay. Little Paw was exiled. So Little Paw and Little Big, I think. Yeah. She was really bossy. She was really jealous that her brother got all the attention and killed him in front of the king and prince on their first training session. She was exiled immediately and eventually got back to the kingdom that she died, but nobody knows how. Yeah. So she was crazy and she killed, Little Big, her brother, which is crazy. Absolutely crazy. Okay. Little Big, he was shy, is a snitch, wears a maple leaf like a crown to match his father, is being mentored by his father. He's so happy when he's murdered by his sister, and then he was shocked and mad. Oh, rest in peace. That's pretty sad. Alright, now we have Little Thorn. Little Thorn was rescued. Oh, one of the ones rescued by the caretakers when their mother died, having him and his sister, mentored by the prince himself, and is honored, gets a flower while out exploring. Cool. So he'll probably become a knight and maybe be paired up with one of, like, the ladies, you know, down the line. And then we also have Little Bitter, which is the other one that I think was saved. Sneaks out of camp to chase butterflies with Little Half. First time out of the kingdom with mentor Freeze. They look for frogs. Comes out as non-binary. Heck yeah. Fights off a snake, gets bit, and live. Wow, yeah. You're gonna be Little Knight. Or it'll be Sir Bitter. Sir Bitter. And we already talked about Littlesprout. Okay, now we have the traveler, the stranger, Mr. Doofenshmirtz, which I asked my boyfriend if I should keep it, and he said yes, and so I think I will. But Sir Doofenshmirtz is so silly. I don't know. Okay, you guys comment if we should keep it or not. But his notes, I really just had that he was found by the king and pitied. So he said, and he's an elder, so he's already kind of old, you know. But yeah, that is Worm Clan so far. This video is a little shorter because it's kind of just like an update for what happened the last year. And so, but actually the next video, I think with year 4 is going to be me playing, and we're gonna do it. We're gonna see what happens. So if you like this, go back, watch the old one, subscribe, comment your favorite character, all that, you know. It keeps me going. And thanks if you're old, and if you're new, also thank you. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.